Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, who has granted us this amazing opportunity to be alive for another Ramadan and being able to witness another Eid with our families and spend it with them. So today we have a really nice guest from Lodium with us. Her name is Sabiha from the Twisted Baker. Assalamu alaikum, Sabiha.
Wa alaikum assalam. Jazakallah so much, Hilaal, for inviting me to your show. I'm really excited to be here and show you all my recipes.
It's so nice to have Sabiha with us. She's a young lady who's still schooling, is in matric, also runs a side business called the Twisted Baker, and known for her main forte as the red velvet. And today she's going to be making some lovely and very creative Eid ideas with us. So Sabiha, what are you going to be making with us today?
So today I'm going to be making a Burfee coconut ice, which is a combination of Burfee and coconut ice. And
okay, so that sounds really tasty, and it also sounds really simple and different. So I'm used to eating a plain Burfee or plain coconut ice, but this is really interesting.
Yes.
So why don't you start telling us about the ingredients?
So in this bowl, I've got coconut ice, some milky bar, rose petals, Nestle cream, condensed milk, butter, plum powder, and ilachi powder. And then for the color, I've got pink food coloring and some glitter for decorations.
Okay, these look like really nice ingredients. So how do you manage schooling and still, have all these amazing skills and you're baking on the side?
So it's quite difficult, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my friends ask me, so like, how do you study? How do you bake? How do you do so many stuff? But I just do it. I don't know how I do it, but shukr.
Okay, and with the Twisted Baker, I'd love to order some of your special red velvet cupcakes that I've heard all about. What else do you bake?
So I make chocolate cupcakes, carrot cupcakes. I make any kind of cupcakes, and red velvet's my most famous recipe.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to tasting this today, definitely. I'm definitely going to keep some for me for after iftar.
Sure.
So how do we start with the recipe?
Okay, so as I said, in this bowl we have desiccated coconut. We're going to add in our plum powder.
Okay, how much plum powder is that about?
So I'm making a quarter of the recipe. Normally the full recipe says around 250 grams.
Okay,
and
so
then,
we're doing a quarter.
Yeah, and then this is ilachi powder. So you're going to mix this really well till you just like get everything combined.
Okay, so these are quite famous ingredients with all our Eid households.
Yeah.
Our plum powder, condensed milk. And I see you have some really pretty rose.
Yeah, for the decorations. It looks really pretty on it. After it's mixed really nicely, you're going to add in your condensed milk. Okay, so just get all that condensed milk out.
I think this will also change the taste of the normal taste of Burfee that we're accustomed to in our mouth. So this would be like a bit of a mixture with the coconut.
Yeah, because normally you're used to just having Burfee alone or
Yes.
coconut ice alone. But this is different. It actually hails from my mom's town in Leicester. She showed me this recipe, and when I tried it last year, like my whole family really enjoyed it. So
okay, so you learn from your mom as well. That's really nice. And the main part about Adore Eats is we love learning recipes that people have learned from travel or their grandparents or parents over time. So that's our really Nestle cream. What's this? The Nestle cream.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you're still just mixing all of these with the dry ingredients.
Yep.
Okay. What are we adding in next?
Okay, so firstly you're going to mix the Nestle cream nicely till it like just gets a little.
Okay, and next, what are we gonna put in after this? Are you just gonna mix all of this up?
Yeah. So now this is kind of like mixed. I made sugar water, right?
You need to heat.
I just need to heat it up.
Okay, so we'll just put that on the stove.
Okay. So my mom showed me this really cool trick that when sugar water is done is when you like feel the spoon and it makes a string. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up and then I'll show you how it goes.
Okay, so to be able to test whether the sugar water is ready.
Yeah.
So this already smells really sweet and nice. I'm getting a really nice smell from this. It all smells really tasty and sweet.
Thank you.
The perfect dessert, I think, for Eid.
Yeah.
And this also looks really simple, not very time consuming.
Yeah, no, it is. And if you're a Burfee fan like me and you love Burfee, this is a really good recipe because you just combine two of the very amazing sweets that you get.
I'm also enjoying having someone do the making of the dessert for me and just being a spectator today. So Sabiha, are you going to also sometime join us to make some of your nice cupcakes with the Twisted Baker?
Sure,
So give Sabiha a follow on Instagram with _the Twisted Baker to order some of these lovely delicacies that she makes.
Okay, so this is the sugar water.
Okay, so are you just going to add this there?
Yeah. So basically the trick is you touch the sugar water, and if it makes like a string, it's like done. Okay. So to the sugar water I'm adding butter. So you can just melt in there.
Okay, that looks really hot. The temperature is high of this, to be careful when working with the sugar water. Let's just turn this over to show them.
Okay. Just gonna
and just stir in the butter, melt the butter into the sugar water. And do you add the chocolate to this?
No, the chocolate is, so you're gonna put, I'm gonna show you just now how when I'm done with the coconut ice, you're gonna put it on top of the Burfee in a mold, and then you're gonna, when it's done, you're gonna add in Milky Bar on top, and then the rose petals.
Okay, so you're gonna put it all in a mold.
Yeah.
And when are we using the coloring and the glitter?
So after I'm done mixing this, you add in the food coloring into this.
Okay, so we're gonna add it to the sugar water and the butter. Okay, let me help you with that.
And this is a really nice color. It's like a light pink. It gives it a really nice. I think it also
looks really pretty, and you have a really nice glitter that would go with it. Very decorative for eat tables as well. Let me just open this for you.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And I think the duration of the cooking time for this is not that long. It takes about, I'd say, 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's quite simple and easy, and it's a short period of time.
And the coconut ice doesn't need to be baked. It's just a non-cooking.
Yeah.
It just sets without cooking.
It just needs to set in the fridge.
Okay, so the color looks really nice with this already.
Just mix that really nicely, and then once it's mixed, you're just gonna
just add that to your coconut ice.
Yep.
Okay, and that's all it takes to make these lovely coconut cubes. What shape are we going to make today?
I'm going to make it into a square.
Okay.
It's a very simple design.
I think it's also a very practical, bite size.
Yeah, it is.
Because I think a bigger size of anything is no one's able to eat the whole piece.
So now I'm just going to mix all of this nicely.
Okay, so we're just going to be mixing this.
And when it gets difficult to do it, just start using your hands.
Yes, okay. So I think it would be easier for you to get in there with your hands, because I think that's an easier way to make. Generally, I prefer also blending in my ingredients like that.
So we're just going to mix this.
Okay, so it gets nice and messy, but the color's coming out really nice. Look at this, wow. So the pink is a really nice, soft pink.
It's a really nice pink color.
I would also think it would be fun to experiment with different colors, like
I would love
use
it
pink,
too.
purple,
blue, green,
different shades, and with your glitters as well. So this is a really quick recipe, and it doesn't require any baking time, which is also great.
Yes.
The only time using the stove is for your sugar water.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, make sure you follow Sabiha with the Twisted Baker, so you can also order some of these nice sweet treats that she makes, some of her lovely baking. And don't forget to follow me on Adore by Adila as well as Adila Patel, where I will post Sabiha's details as well as a picture of this lovely treat and the recipe with it.
Okay, so it's kind of combined now. You can see it's sticking to each other.
Okay. So now you just have to put it into the mold.
Yep.
Okay, so we just have the last bit left, and we have to put it into our mold. So now we're just going to let Sabiha mix this in really well. So now we have our coconut ice ready, and you're going to set it in the mold.
Yes. So I made Burfee already from beforehand, so it's just easy because the process is kind of long. So every Indian household knows that Burfee is basically clim powder, Nestle cream, and condensed milk. So let me start.
Okay, so basically you can use any Burfee, whether you prepared homemade, yes, maybe. So you can use any Burfee, homemade, or you can purchase it because it takes time, and then basically you can add the coconut ice mixture afterwards. Yeah. Okay, so do you want to show us how you put it in the mold?
Okay, so this is our desiccated coconut that we made. So now you're just going to take, this is really handy when doing it.
Okay, so use an ice cream scoop.
Yep. So you're just going to put in a scoop of that. You can press it down with your finger. just
Okay, so
put
these
it-
cubes look really pretty. They remind me of those petite force cakes. So if
Yeah.
you get those in the
Those are
pastel
really
colors,
nice.
they look really pretty at all the pastisserie shops.
So not only does it taste nice, but it also looks nice.
Yes. And I think that the added touch of the roses also gives you that feel of those petite fours.
Okay, so I did 3.
So does this have to be refrigerated with the Burfee?
Yes. So after you put in your Burfee, and you're just gonna let this cool in the fridge, so it just gets like thickened and hard, so it can come out nicely.
Okay, so this is a really easy recipe and it doesn't take much time, especially if you have your Burfee pre-made, which most households have for Eid.
Yeah.
Or you could even buy the Burfee for some of you who like it a bit, easier. Or I'd say convenient.
Anyway, it works as long as you have some Burfee. Okay, so this
So this is our mold ready to be set.
Yeah. Now I'm
Okay,
just gonna
so-
let this set in the fridge, and
So we already have a, this is what the final product looks like. Sabiha has this already for us.
now
And you're going to do the last part of it.
Yep. So now I'm just gonna decorate it. So
Okay, so what is that?
this is Milky Bar. You can use any chocolate, but I feel like Milky Bar goes the best with it. So you're gonna take some Milky Bar, and you're just gonna put on top of the Burfee, and you can design it however you want. You can sprinkle it, or you can just put pieces of Milky
So
Bar.
these look really cute, and I think that you can decorate them so it's so many different options.
Yep,
And they're really pretty, and the color's also really nice.
they are.
I think that the cream and the pink also looks really pretty and subtle.
So I added the Milky Bar, and then some rose petals to make it look nice, better. So you can add in some rose petals.
That looks really lovely. It looks really exotic, in fact. This also looks a bit like Turkish Delights
Oh yeah, it does.
with the pink and the rose on it, and because of the square shape. So guys, don't forget to follow Sabiha Suleiman on the Twisted Baker on Instagram.
Then you can add in some glitter if you want to make it look even prettier.
I mean, Sabiha's this gorgeous Eid treat looks so tasty and scrumptious. I'm sure you'd love to order from her, and she's based in Lodgen, Pretoria.
And it will look really nice on your Eid table.
So these look really pretty. So this is our final product of our squares, of our Burfee and coconut ice squares. I'm so glad that you were able to share this with us, Sabiha Suleiman.
It was an honor being here, and I'm so happy.
Jazakallah so much. Would you like to wish Eid Mubarak to any of your family members?
Just Eid Mubarak to all the viewers, and Eid Mubarak to everyone. I hope everyone has an amazing Eid, and remember me and try out this dessert, this really nice sweet Burfee coconut thing. And yeah,
Okay, and I wish you all the best with your matric exams. Inshallah, you do the best.
thank you.
And
Jazakallah.
all of the best for the rest of your life. And Jazakallah so much for joining us today. Don't forget to follow Sabiha Suleiman again on Instagram, and myself on Adore by Adila, where I will post and tag Sabiha in it. A blessed Ramadan and Eid to you and your family. Jazakallah and Assalamu alaikum.